Oh, that's okay, Jason. It's just because nobody's talking. Can you hear me now?
And I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. We'll have a few more minutes. Constantine, one of our instructors, he's come in already. We usually start about 5 to 10 after, and we're just waiting for Larry. He's co-founder and one of the owners of the school. He'll be talking with us tonight as well.
Yeah, just making sure I couldn't hear anything.
I'm not sure who that was. Can you hear me now?
That was Jason. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all right.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Learnix Center. We are about to start our class today. We're just going to give a few minutes to people who are joining us. Just hold on a second. All right, I hope everyone is here. Welcome. Welcome to our open house and the free class. Tonight, we're going to make a presentation about our course and welcome everyone to Learnix Center. My name is Larry Paul Tavsev. I'm a co-founder of Learnix Center and I'm one of the instructors. I'm here with my co-host and your instructor, Konstantin Byrykov. He appears here.
Yes, thank you, Larry. I'm so excited to be here and welcome you guys to our class, to our program. I hope you will learn a lot, and most importantly, you'll get all the expertise you need in quality assurance and software testing, which will help you to build your career track and become a successful tester later on. So welcome, and I hope other guys will be joining us soon, and I see them coming, so everything will be perfect, I think. Thank you, Larry, and please also welcome Jason. Jason is our coordinator. He will be the first point of entry. He will coordinate all the activities and help you guys to navigate through the program.
How's everybody doing tonight? My name is Jason. I'm a student administrator here at Learnix. Some of you have talked to me, quite a few of you actually. You'll notice in the chat session that I put my name, email, phone number, as well as a link to my appointment calendar. So if you need to make an appointment with me, that's generally the fastest way to do it because it's right in my calendar. I'm here to assist whatever is necessary, whatever the support you need is, reach out to me, talk to me. If you have questions, feel free. Always remember to try and communicate in the classroom with our instructors, asking questions while you're here. We do send out the recordings the next day, but it's always important to be in the classroom so that you have that immediate ability to get a response to a question.
Oh, thank you, Jason. And welcome everyone once more to the Learnix Center. Let me tell you in a few words about our program and about our school. We are a state certified school. We've been doing that for over 12 years. And we are proud of our students and our graduates who became extremely successful over these years. And we hope that this new cohort, meaning you, our wonderful audience, will be just as successful as our previous graduates. Well, the program is designed for people who never had prior experience in information technology, in IT. So our instructors are making this as smooth as possible. We are helping you to leverage your previous experience and previous knowledge. Don't worry if you had nothing to do with IT before. Still, we will try to help you to build a bridge between your previous life experience and the new life experience. This is very important. You know, the goal of our program is to empower people and make them, you know, to jump from the situation where they're in right now. The reason why you're here tonight is that you decided to change your life. You decided to take charge, right? I mean, that's why we're here, you know, and the goal of our school, and that's why we have state certification and the license, is to take people from the minimum wage situation to the living wage situation to a career, you know, and we've been very successful with other people. We have people who are coming from all walks of life. We have people who are coming from other countries. We have people coming from diverse backgrounds within our wonderful country. And, you know, we help everyone. That is the goal, and that's what we are doing. And we are very proud to see our graduates, and I'm going to share these wonderful presentations with you later tonight, who became extremely successful. And they came to us at the time when they were desperate. I mean, I remember we had a wonderful person who came from Ethiopia, and he was a refugee here, and he worked as an Uber driver. However, after 3 months, he successfully got a job within the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area with an IT organization. And as of today, he holds a management position with that organization. And he came to me, that was before the coronavirus, so we had classes in person. And he said, well, I'm an Uber driver and I hardly see my family, and that is not the situation that I would like to be in. And we devised a way for him to transition from where he was to a new life. And he is very happy. We had a couple of girls who came from the casino entertainment industry during the coronavirus. They were out of the job and they were single moms and lots of responsibilities. We helped them out. You know, we have so many wonderful examples, and definitely I would like to share those with you. And of course, you can see all these great people and our graduates on LinkedIn as well, right? So that is a wonderful way of seeing people too. So let me share very quickly this slide with you. I do believe that we prepared that for the PG County in Maryland, and I'm just going to quickly show you our graduates here. See, we had great people who attended our school, such as Olivia. Prior to coming to us, you know, she was an assistant real estate manager, and she lost her job because of COVID. And as of today, she's working for LCG Inc. As an analyst. And you see here is the LinkedIn hyperlink here that you can click and see her profile and where she is now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it with you so that you can see that. And we can always go there. LinkedIn, something is not right.
And I must add, we will teach you. We will help you to create your own LinkedIn profiles. We will train you how to perform on interviews, how to communicate with people, how to start your successful career in IT field. So that's also an important part of our program, and that what you will also be doing with our instructors throughout the course. So yeah, of course, we have different stories, success stories of our graduates. Like we also have a graduate. She was an asylum seeker, a refugee from the Ukraine. She had no experience on IT field, and now she is a successful person who is employed, and she just started her career in software testing. Probably we'll be able to invite her to one of our classes. Jason, can we invite her to address to our students as well?
Yes, I always try and get Sasha to come in. She's a very busy young lady because she has a family she takes care of and works full time. But she is truly a remarkable story. She came to the United States as a Ukrainian refugee displaced by the war last January, and spoke no English, in fact. So she started with English classes, then got set up with Learnix, and graduated in September, and by December was working for Airbus. So she is a true example of what can be accomplished by a person who is motivated and ready to go.
Yeah, and I'm just showing you a LinkedIn profile of one of our students, Shulpan. She is also, for some reason, I couldn't find Olivia. As you can see, she studied here. She got a ISTQB, and she was working with us. Now I'm going to show you Kipkime as well. Hold on. This is Kipkime. As you can see, he is working right now as a senior QA automation engineer at Kion, and now he's AWS certified. And as you can see right here, he worked with us. He started with us in June 2020, so during the coronavirus, and it took him 3 years to become a manager, a senior person at this corporation. So anyway, those are wonderful examples, and I'll show you another one. Michael, I hope he goes by the Lemishев. Yeah, no, so he goes like this, I think. Yep, here he is. Yes, that is another wonderful person. He came as a refugee, LGBT refugee from Russian Federation, and now he works as a quality assurance person at Amazon in Arlington. And again, you know, he went through Learnix Center in 2018, and there was a very interesting story, because 2 weeks after he started at Amazon, he called me and he said that his boss wanted to promote him to the team lead, and he was not sure if he was supposed to take that promotion or turned it down. And I said, well, don't turn it down, because we will find an instructor who will consult you during the day. If you need to call them and ask questions, then there will be somebody who is going to help you, because we would like you to advance in your career, not only achieving new career results, but also grow. So, and to this day, he is successfully working, and As a matter of fact, the TV channel Voice of America, this is a US Congress sponsored channel, actually made a very nice piece about this situation, because he came as a refugee and he was on food stamps and welfare and whatnot. And because of our program, he was able to transition into completely new and wonderful information technology field. And mind you, he didn't have any prior background in information technology or computers, because his background is television and theater. His theater background, and he actually was majoring in those wonderful things. But he decided to change his career and became an IT person. So this is what we do here. This is what the course is about. The reason why our people are successful is that we have three major components. We have academic part, where we teach you things about information technology and software testing. So, and of course, we have very heavy hands-on part, where we make you do projects with your own hands, and we simulate, emulate office environment. This is very important, because nowadays the majority of IT professionals are working from home remotely. So we need to teach you how to communicate with your future colleagues and with your future boss and with future clients, and how to be effective and how to work from home and how to do that. So what would you do at your first morning stand-up meeting? So we are going to simulate, emulate that for you, especially during our internship, which is available to you, and we encourage you to attend. So that the important thing is that you need to take charge and you need to actively participate. Just sitting there with your camera turning off and not asking questions, not being engaged, is not going to make you successful. Trust me. You can do that. It's a very passive way, but is it going to, advance your career? Probably not. So we encourage you to be proactive. I understand some people may have difficulties asking questions live on video. That's why we have chat. If you move your mouse across the screen, or your finger across your screen, you'll see the menu that pops up, and it says one of the items on the menu is chat, and you can ask questions in the chat. If you hesitate to come on the stage and ask questions in front of the audience, then we encourage you to type your questions. As a matter of fact, I'm going to type my name and my email for all of you, so that you can see, and contact me anytime, and that will be great. So see, now you have my contact information, and I'd like to welcome all of you to our school. Again, please feel free to interrupt us and ask questions. That is very important. Your participation is highly appreciated, and we would like you to ask questions. So with this said, I'm going to turn the floor to Konstantin. I'm sure he has something to add. And in the meantime, please do ask questions. We have 3.5 months program, and it's going to go 2 times a week in the evening, on Mondays and Wednesdays from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Eastern Standard Time. And again, we encourage you to do the homework, and we encourage you to participate in class. Konstantin, please.
Yes. Guys, hello again, and welcome to the program. I'm so glad to welcome you all here. I'll be your main instructor for module 1 and module 2 of our program. Our program has different modules with different instructors, and that's okay. We will be able to give you real-life situations with that real-life experience when you'll be able to feel how different project managers and different way of communication happens in the real life situation. Like we'll be having different instructors. They will be giving you their part of the course. And my role here is to introduce to the quality assurance and software testing part, to give you a brief explanation of what this job position, software tester, I mean, is and how it works. So please welcome to ask me any questions. You may type them in chat, or you may unmute yourself and ask your questions live here, or you may even turn your camera on if you feel comfortable, and you may ask your questions straight ahead. So our Learnix Center team, as Larry said before, has different instructors. We have a lot of people who will assist you with the program. We also be giving you extra lessons on your profile on LinkedIn, how to build your profile, how to work with your profile, how to make it quite good for job hunters. And so that's important thing I'd like you to remember. Don't be afraid. Don't worry. Everything will be just fine, because I can imagine, I know that all of you have different backgrounds. You have different life situations. Probably a lot of you have no idea what the world of IT is, how it is developing, what trends are in IT, and that's okay. Our job is to bring you up to date, to give you real life examples and graciously forward you to the world of software testing and quality of assurance. Please excuse me. So can we scroll down a bit to another slide? So
yes, yes, Konstantin, I do realize, I've just realized that you may not have the fresh copy of the file. I will share that with you, obviously. I'm sorry. So let me
yeah, I'm sorry. We haven't updated copy of our presentations, of our materials. They're always in update to bring you the real-time situation. So we're all constantly improving ourselves and our curriculum, and that's okay. So let's scroll up a bit and go further.
Yeah, like I said, we're going to teach you here the first two modules of the comprehensive software testing and QA program. And again, I have a question for the audience. You've just heard that Konstantin said that we're going to have different instructors on the course. Can you tell me, why do we do that? Why is it useful? Why have we chosen that? Any ideas?
Actually, may I say something? I guess different kind of instructors, they have different kind of experience. That's quite obvious.
Absolutely. I don't know who was speaking, but I highly appreciate your question.
This is Andre.
Andre, yes, Andre. Thank you so much for speaking up, and I appreciate your question and thank you for coming to the stage. Yes, well, we'd like you to see different types of experience and different types of professionals. Also, professionals, they have different approaches. I mean, we still get to the same goal, but we have different ways of achieving that goal, right? So, and this is what you are going to see in the real life, in the office. Students sometimes ask me questions. Larry, we heard, one instructor and we heard the second instructor, and their, points of view are different. Well, that's how people are. I mean, their points of views are different. Their ways of achieving goals are different, right? I mean, they're, doing things in different ways. And I would like you to see that, so that when you come to the real office, you are not confused and you know how to communicate with your colleagues.
And someone behind the iPhone is asking in the chat, Larry, can we initially discuss the financial issues first? As an Apple distinguished educator, I like that approach, of course. But would you mind commenting on that, Larry?
I'll be happy to. Well, like I said, we are a state certified school, so we do have several options for our students in terms of financing. As a matter of fact, I expected that our administrative team already discussed that with you. This is not the only question that I've received so far tonight, and I'm going to address them right away. As a state certified school, we have several state programs that are available to our students. One of the most popular program is so-called WIOA, and this is a workforce initiative from the Department of Labor, and they they issue grants, individual grants for students who wish to study and who wish to change their careers, right? So, and this program is available for students in Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey. We do have some programs available for the DC residents and so forth. Also, we are doing a lot with Ukrainian refugees, because right now we have lots of people coming from Ukraine, and we're helping them on a regular basis. And again, for those located in DC, Maryland, Virginia, New Jersey, we do have special program. I know that some people are located in Florida, and perhaps after the class, we should discuss different options for them. You're welcome to contact me or our administrative team, and we are going to discuss that separately. And also for students who, for whatever reason, do not qualify for state programs, because they do have certain qualification criteria. They qualify people based on their status, on their income, and so forth, right? I don't want to get into that, because that's not, that's not our place to say. I mean, the state qualifies people based on their own criteria. We are just a school, we are serving the state, but we are not supposed to, we can advise you separately on an individual basis, and we can discuss different options with you. That we can do, but in the public setting, that's what we are saying. You really need to read carefully through the instructions that the state, the Workforce Commission gives you, and see if you qualify. If you do not qualify, then there is a wonderful way to finance your education, and let me share that with you. Hold on a second. Let me just go to Learnix Center. So, and I'm going to share that with you. So as you can see right here, each course, I mean, whatever course you've chosen, there are 3 courses to choose from. I mean, the basic course, software testing and QA foundation, the full cycle QA training, and Python as that. These are modular structure. In other words, this module includes this one, and this module includes both of these modules, right? So it's a modular structure, and the price is also modular. You add on. So, you know, in other words, if you take this class, the total tuition will be $3,500. If you take this class, it will be 1,000 more. In other words, you know, you pay 1,000 more for this class than for this one, and so forth. So it's a modular structure, right? And for students who do not qualify for state programs, there is a way to apply for a financing. It's a student aid provided by Climb Credit Organization. It's a financial organization that finances student education. And your monthly payment will be as low as $163 per month. And all you need to do is just to click here, and you will be connected with the Climb credit, and you can qualify yourself. They don't do hard credit score check. They do soft credit card score check, so it's not going to damage your credit history or anything. So, and this is how you can qualify otherwise, right? So there are options here that you can exercise and decide how would you like to do that. All right, so I hope it answered your question. Another question I had from the chat is that how long this presentation is going to take. Well, tonight is our regular presentation. It's the first class. Normally, like I said, we have our classes from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I do anticipate that we are going to finish earlier today because this is our first class and people have lots of organizational questions. So we are going to go through a little bit of the material, but we definitely would like to answer your questions first. So with this said, if you have any more questions, please go ahead to ask them live or type them in the chat. Otherwise, we are going to continue, and we are going to run our normal presentation with you, and that will be the beginning of our first class. So, and again, it's going to be comprehensive software testing and QA program. And we do have the original team of people who created that material, and you see them on your screen. Right now, the team is much bigger, and we have new instructors who joined, but initially, 12 years ago, that was the team who designed this presentation for you. And after that, we on basically monthly basis update and improve our materials and make it up to date for you, right? So, and we are going to study 11 modules on this particular course. And like I said, and Konstantin said the same thing, we are going to present module 1 and module 2 for you, and then different instructors are going to present different modules, right? So with this said, we encourage you dedicate your attention, pay close attention to our presentation. So silence your cell phones, avoid the distractions, and participate in the class. And we have
Let's get to know you better.
yeah.
So we have like 18 people in the class. Of course, we have like me, Larry, and Jason. So 15 of you is here. Probably it is a good option for everyone to participate actively right now by introducing yourself to the class. So please don't be shy. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What is your experience? What is your background? Just introduce yourself to us. It will help us to adapt the program to your needs and tailor it to more closely to what you really be requiring during the course. And so who's going to be the first one? Who's going to stand up and introduce yourself to the class? Who's brave enough to do this? Any volunteers, guys?
If not, I suggest just to go in the order the Zoom program presented the students to us. I mean, I don't know how Zoom is doing that. It's totally random.
I'm going to go first.
Okay, okay, Jerry, please go first. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You're the first, so okay, great.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. So my name is Jerry. I do have a bachelor's degree. I've been trying to get into IT for a while. So I think this is a good revenue for me to kind of put my feet in the door. I've always wanted to do QA and hopefully in the future becoming a QA engineer. So my expectation is that I come out of this class successful. That's just my expectation. I don't want to. I'm just hoping for a good thing out of this class. So that's it.
Yeah, thank you, Jerry. Thank you for introducing yourself. Yeah, I share your expectations, and I do believe you will graduate successfully, and you will get your 6 figures job at quality assurance and software testing. That's not a miracle. That's what's happening with our graduates. They're all well trained. Well, they have their positions. Larry already showed you some profiles. So yeah, everything is possible. So thank you, Jerry, and welcome to the class.
Thank you.
Okay,
Hello.
who's next? Okay, hello.
Yeah, this is Pooja. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I'm from India, and we have shifted here to USA just 2 months ago. Like my husband is in IT, and he is here for some project. And so we as a family shifted here. Like basically I'm a software engineer. I'm a 2006 pass out. So I worked for around 1 year later, and then I left the IT job. Okay, so later I had been working with other companies, but that was not related to IT. So right now, like as I'm on L2 visa, I'm looking to get a job in IT here. But with this big gap, I just hope that I'm gonna get it soon. So that's it. And regarding testing, I'm actually a ISTQB certified tester. So I'm not sure if I need to continue with this course or not. Maybe you can guide me on that.
I think, yeah, thank you so much for sharing your story with us, Pooja. I think, yes, of course, we will be able to update you with the current situation. Of course, it's an introductory course, and we have like some basic material for you in this particular 2 modules, but later on will be like more to Jira and modern techniques of software testing. So it will be like a good option for you to stay in the class, get yourself updated with the current situation and current software and like basics for testing, and to improve your skills and bring yourself back on track, you know. So that's a good option. But of course, you may choose like more advanced, like automated testing with Python that will like bring you straight ahead to automated testing experience and prepare you to automation and software testing with more like coding skills required for that position.
Actually, I would like to also inform you that just before coming here to USA, I had completed a Selenium automation testing course that was with Java. So here, like, do we have some Java plus Selenium, or we have only Selenium with Python? Like, how is it?
Well, Pooja, that is a wonderful question. Indeed, this course may not, I don't want to waste much more time, because we have many people that we need to introduce. So I'll be more than happy to advise you individually. It sounds like you have a wonderful experience, and this course may not be necessarily tailored for you because you already educated yourself in many areas of the course. So let's talk offline, and perhaps you would be interested in our job placement assistance and some interview preparation skills and social media profile preparation skills and those areas. But we thank you so much for coming. That is it's great that you are here. And let's talk offline, and we'll be more than happy to advise you. In the meantime, let's move on. Who's next?
Yep, thank you.
I can go next.
All right, please.
All right, Darren Blake. I have a little bit of experience with IT, military background, working in SAP, business analyst, and Scrum Master. So I'm doing the QA because I want to add to my analog for everything that's going on right now. All of these pieces connect one to another. And I understand that. So it's critical to really understand the complete system out of our full life cycle of everything that goes on in the organization to really be successful and competitive. So I wanted to add that to my repertoire. So that's why I'm here. And right now I'm just getting a bird's eye view of what you're offering and the expectations of the class. So it's not much more to say.
Welcome, Darren. That is very, very, very nice. Thank you so much for joining. We do welcome military veterans and people who worked with military. That is great, and we're always here to help and assist. It sounds like you already Scrum Master, so I don't want you to be bored with our software development lifecycle module. Necessarily, but yes, during the course we are going to introduce software testing techniques and software testing lifecycle, which might be of interest to you. Again, we can talk individually about that and see which modules would go well with your goals. But otherwise, we highly appreciate that you are here, and welcome to the course.
Roger that. Thank you.
Thank you. And who is next?
Hi. Hello.
Welcome.
Hello. Welcome.
Hi. Good evening. My name is Patrick Owadia. I'm calling from Maryland. I got a question. I have zero knowledge about IT, So I was wondering, I don't know how it's gonna look like. Can I cash up? I don't know. I'm really interested in this, learning this program. And one other question I want to ask is that apart from online classes, is there any way students can come in for the campus, maybe to learn more on one-on-one?
Well, we do have one-on-one consultations. We are doing them, on Zoom. I mean, so again, we don't hold online in-person meetings unless absolutely necessary. And may I ask what state you are in?
Maryland.
Maryland, yes. Oh, wonderful. Yes, of course. Yeah. So yeah, if we'll see how it goes. If it's absolutely necessary, we definitely can see you in class. At our office, which is by appointment only. So don't come to the office unless you have an appointment. But yeah, definitely it's possible. And to answer your question, what software testing is about and can you do it? It will be, that question will be addressed immediately after we finish the introduction. So let's not jump ahead and wait a little bit. So, but we highly appreciate that you're here. Thank you so much for coming and thank you for introducing yourself. So
Yes,
next.
and I would like to add that we also have our internship program here at Learnix Center, which will help you. It is more to one-to-one basis, so it will help you like get adapted to the knowledge, to our program. It will help you to reveal your skills. It will train you in most real life situations, and you'll spend your time with this instructor more efficiently because the instructor there in internship programs is more dedicated to your needs, and you may like have internship as much as you want. You may come every lesson. They're happening on Tuesdays and Thursdays each week, so you may be able to adapt yourself to one-to-one and real life situations through our internship programs. Okay, who's next?
Hi guys, my name is Andrei. I'm originally from Ukraine. I'm a refugee here. I'm with IT background. And at some point I'm just stuck. I'm currently working as a IT help desk support, and like I'm developing as well some forms in SharePoint for some government projects in Canada. So I just want to just make a big step. So,
Welcome, Andrei. Welcome to our program. Yeah, of course, thank you for introducing yourself. I think our program is a good opportunity for you to boost your career, and we will be glad to help you to build your track in QA and software testing. So welcome and thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, Alfred, are you going to introduce yourself? You're unmuted.
Yeah. Am I loud and clear?
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly. Okay, go on.
Okay. My name is Alfred Dean, and I'm calling from Virginia, Springfield. I'm really happy about this program. I'm a nurse for now, but previously I did electrical electronics engineering. But when I came to the US, I'm a polyman. I can just do anything. So I did nursing. So, but I got, online. Somebody was with me online trying to introduce the program to me. So I'm still trying to make up my mind, but that's the way I'm still trying to make up my mind. But she already invited me to join the Zoom so I can listen much about the program.
Okay, thank you for stopping by. We hope you'll stay. And yeah, thank you for sharing your story. I believe this program is for everyone, from the very basics of software development, like life cycle, what software testing is, why it is needed, up to more advanced information and modules like how to test, what Jira is, and other advanced sort of stuff. So everything is filled with knowledge, which is useful for real life situations. So I encourage you to stay and stick with us a bit, because it will be beneficial for you. I really think so. So welcome to our program.
Okay, and moreover, I heard about internship. For me, I like sitting in front of the lecturer or the professor. That makes me more comfortable to understand the concept of the particular, cause. So I like sitting in front of somebody teaching me hands-on, physically I see for myself, then I can understand it much better.
Well, we'll try to create an environment where you can understand everything. And of course, if you ever have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask them or type them. And of course, we have one-on-one trainings with students as well. So Jason raised his arm. Do you have a question, Jason? Probably not. Okay, cool.
Larry, it was more that I just wanted to let Alfred know our students range in age from early 20s, right out, or 18, 19, right out of high school, to I have two what I call young ladies, because I'm turning 50 this year, that are 65. Both are retirees. One of them had little to no computer experience whatsoever. She's about to graduate and start looking for jobs, and she's thriving. So it's entirely possible for anyone to learn this program. And I would say probably pretty easy for you with an electrical engineering background. I remember those classes from high school, and they were pretty difficult. So
yeah.
All right, who is next?
I'll go next.
Please.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, Jason, please go ahead.
Yeah. Well, Jason from Florida. Overload truck driver for the last 9 years. Trying to get into a different field. Basically, I'm just trying to get into, obviously get into tech. I know my way around a computer. I know how to do certain things. I've never been a coder. I don't have all the accolades like most of the people that are here. The curriculum, past experience. Basically, just in customer service, retail, over the road truck driver, trying to do something better, trying to do something more. I did take some courses on Udemy, taking courses on Udemy. So I know some of the processes, and just trying to get me a better career. That's about it.
Jason, welcome.
Welcome, Jason, and we absolutely will be able to help you to build your career in this particular field. We, as we mentioned before, like a couple of times, we are not just teaching you with basic skills on software testing. We're also helping you to build a resume. We also train you how to pass the interview successfully. We also do social media trainings. I mean, how to present yourself on social media, on LinkedIn. So that basically helps you not to get skills, knowledge, mindset all together, but it also helps you to boost your career opportunities and to lay your own professional track efficiently. So welcome to the program. And who's next?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jamadith. So I am a software tester, but I have done mostly manual testing for the last 2 years. So when I saw the program and it said introduction to automation testing, I thought that would be good for me. On my job, I have worked a little bit with load testing, but it was more as a teaching moment for me because I do not know much about automation testing. Most of my testing was manual. So this is why I wanted to join the program to gain this knowledge. By the end of May, I will be looking for a new job, and I just wanted to acquire these skills so that I am more successful in landing a better position than I have right now.
Jamie, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I mean, obviously, we are going to discuss this with you offline, whether you need to move forward toward automation part right away, or whether you're going to listen in on manual part, so we'll discuss it separately, of course. But thank you so much, and thank you for your wonderful introduction.
Thank you.
All right, who is next?
Hi, this is Paul Thomas.
Paul?
Yeah,
Okay,
hi.
please go on. Yeah, we can hear you. Please go on.
I've been thinking about this program for quite some time, and I had a few different places I was looking at, but this one came up. I have a bachelor's in English and communications, but that's quite a long time ago. And I got into banking for 17 years, and I am trying to do something different, something that I think will benefit me even more so in my latter years. I'm 54 years old, and like I said, I've been thinking a lot about this. I don't have any in-depth computer experience. I do know my way around the computer, but I'm hoping that this program will be the one that I need.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And again, we do have people of different ages and different walks of life joining the program and becoming successful. As a matter of fact, I worked with a student, and she was very unsure about herself, very low self-confidence. And she said, well, I'm almost 60 years old, and, I have PhD in social sciences, sociology. And I'm not sure if I would be able to do that. And well, long story short, she is working as a QA manager for the Swift Corporation, the one in Manassas that Swift
Yes.
that is doing. Yeah. So I mean, everything worked out, but she was paying close attention to the program. As a matter of fact, she was on the program with her stepdaughter, who was much younger and had some IT background. Guess what? The stepdaughter was not successful. I guess the stepmom paid much more attention to the program.
Wow. Yeah.
So and it depends. But thank you, Paul. It was wonderful. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Okay, who is next?
I'll go next.
Please.
Okay, this is Samrait Hailu. I'm from Ethiopia. I'm eligible for WIAO program.
Yes.
And I don't have any background in IT, but I have a basic knowledge, computer basic knowledge. And I want to take this class because it's a nice career, has a nice career opportunity.
Thank you so much for joining us. I think you're making the right choice. We welcome you. We had many people coming from Ethiopia. As a matter of fact, at the beginning of this presentation, I showed you Kipkime Kitur profile, and he already works as a manager, and he at Kion Corporation in Washington, D.C. area. We're very proud of his achievement. And but he came initially and worked as an Uber driver in Washington, D.C. So, and he didn't like it. So that's the reason why he came to our school to change his career and do different things. So, but welcome to the program and thank you so much for coming.
Thanks.
Welcome to the program. All right, like a few more people to introduce themselves to the
Yes,
class.
hello.
Hello. Hello, hello.
I was planning to take the class last course, but unfortunately I had to really think about it and I decided to take it now since I'm ready for it. I do not have any background with IT, but I definitely have background with medical. I'm a medical field person who works in the pharmacy. So I really looked into this. I wanted to pursue more my career in the pharmaceutical, but the next thing you can actually really do is become a pharmacist. So, but I did do some research and I thought that I could take this opportunity and build myself in the pharmaceutical field by working in the IT field instead. So I was like, let me go ahead and give it a shot. I'm really excited for it. And let's see how it goes.
Shugala, welcome. I was working with you through several months.
Yes.
I highly appreciate your persistence. As a matter of fact, we had many pharmaceutical professionals coming to the course before, and you know, keep in mind that subject matter area, the vertical market niche knowledge is very important. Many of our pharmaceutical students ended up working as a software testers for the pharmaceutical companies like Merck and some others, right? So, and I'll be happy to introduce you to those graduates and you can share that experience. But thank you so much for coming to the course.
Thank you.
Well, who's next?
Hello.
Yes, please, Rico.
Hello, hi, Rico.
All right. My name is Rico. I'm originally from Philadelphia. I live in the Midwest now. I've been living in Kansas for a good long time. I have a lot of history in customer service and warehouse type of work, but it's, you know, not good paying, no real good future. And then for the last 3 years, I've had my Class A CDL, so I've been a truck driver for the last 3 years. But very quickly, driving over the road, I learned very quickly that that wasn't for me. And then I've been driving locally for about a year. But there's really no room for growth as a driver, as far as making more money. Even the jobs that pay better than what I get paid now, they require more physical labor, but it's not really worth the $1 or $2 more. Or they want you to get your hazmat, where you're carrying hazardous materials, and it's even more of a responsibility. And I just don't want anything to do with that. But I got into this because I started writing down what are my long-term goals, what do I really want to do, because I know that trucking was just kind of a stepping stone for me. Like, I appreciated the experience and I'm glad that I did it, but I know that this lifestyle really isn't for me. And the pay is kind of capped as a driver unless you have your own truck and trailer and you're booking your own loads and stuff like that. But I don't want to do that, you know? So I started looking at what I wanted to do, and I wanted something that was in demand. I wanted something that paid well, and I wanted something that had the opportunity to allow me to work from home possibly, or turn it into my own business so that I could decide, or make it to where I can make what I want to make and work when I want to work instead of the other way around. And so IT kind of checked all of those boxes. I did a lot of research, and QA kept on coming up. It sounded like something that I could do because I don't really have a technical background, but I of course grew up with computers being 46. So I mean, I know my way around technology enough to where I felt that I could learn it. And it came down to your school and one other school. And I had a video from Yuri, and I just really liked how he was very informative, and he broke it down, and he kind of showed the different students. And it was a 2 hour and something long video, but it was well worth it. And the other school, it felt like I just kept on having to pull teeth to get answers out of them. And so that's kind of what it came down to. I was like, I want somebody that's going to give me as much information as possible to make me feel as comfortable as possible. And not saying that they wouldn't have, but obviously I had to make a choice. And just from the dealings that I've had with representatives from your school, and that video that I got to watch, obviously I chose to go with you guys. And my expectations are just, to learn as I'm going, and to have a lot of opportunity to not only see it being done and hear about other people doing it, but I'm looking forward to some of the workshops to where, we're going to get some hands-on, and we're going to actually do manual testing, and we're going to do, the actual projects, because that's the best way that I learn. I learn by doing, not just by hearing or not just by watching. I need to actually physically do it in order for it to truly sink in. And I know that I want out of trucking, and this was my opportunity, and I had to make a step, and this is the step that I made, and I'm very excited about it. And I'm hoping that it's something that works out really well for me, because I talk about it so much to my friends and family. They're like, man, if it works out, let me know, because I'll be going next.
Hey, Rikas, thank you so much for sharing your story and telling us more about your expectations. Absolutely, you'll be having a lot of hands-on practice later on, especially like starting from module 3. Modules 1 and 2 are more introductory, which are giving you the brief example of what software testing is. But yeah, of course, you'll be able to practice. You'll have a lot of opportunities to reveal yourself in real life situations. Let me remind you once again, we have like internship program here, which will help you to develop your skills and practice skills further. And yeah, I know personally what it is to start your life from scratch, to switch positions, to do something new. And that's great that you're now doing this in your life, improving yourself, going one step further to your dream. And that's the case. That's absolutely what we are expecting our students. I mean, this is what we expect from our students in this program. I mean, the ability to show passion to what they're doing, to be actively participating in our program. And that's amazing that you shared your story with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was very inspiring. Thank you.
I just want to say one more thing.
Of course, please.
And one thing, I'm scared, like a lot of people here, but the one thing in life that I've learned is that the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So I had to put myself out here. Everybody on this call had to put themselves out there and pay for the program. And I just want to encourage everybody to understand that as long as you put in the time and effort, these instructors are going to make sure that we have the skills and ability to do whatever we need to do. And IT is such a diverse field. This is just the beginning. Like if you can come in doing this and 2 or 3 years later end up doing something completely different, but still in the IT field. So this is just the first step into the field. And then you may find that you have a passion for something else, and this kind of just helped you get into a better paying position so that you could reinvest back into yourself for more training so that you could get into something else that's IT related that also pays very well. So I just wanted to continue to encourage people that it's not about where you came from or where you are. It's about how willing you are to make the next step and go forward.
Rico, thank you so much. You pretty much stole a part of my presentation, so maybe we should invite you as an instructor.
I was going to ask if we could bring him to the marketing department, Larry. He was
exactly.
Yeah.
Very well said, Rico.
Very well said indeed. And Rika, please don't be afraid of like starting your life from scratch here, or like Google employs a lot of people who have no IT background on IT and quality assurance or software testing.
So they prefer such employees.
Yeah, they prefer such employees, exactly, Larry, because these guys have no like coding skills and that software developing expertise that dilutes the vision, so they're more to detail, they can find bugs, and they still know for whom they're doing the job, for the client, because we are not testing for software developers. Of course, we're in cooperation with them, we're constantly working with them to improve their code, but in general, we are doing our testing for people who are using products, for customers like you, because there is like a lot of apps, and Larry later on probably be asking you to show that Amazon example in real life situation when we have to put ourselves to our clients' shoes constantly to be efficient as testers. And if we do, we can find as much bugs as possible. Because when we are more to software development, we probably can pass by through some minor bugs or like some less issues. We might consider them to be okay. And what is okay for a software developer is not okay for a client. And that's why Google is accepting people with no technical background and encourage these people to go to Google, to testing division, to be more to client than to software developers.
Well, thank you so much, everyone. So who is next?
Hi, I will be next. My name
Rashid.
My name actually is Samira Abkari.
Samira.
And Rashid is my husband. I'm using his computer. That's why it's showing his name. So my name is Samira Abkari, and I have an associate degree in information technology database. I graduated in 2017, And I never tried to apply for jobs in IT because I know they're going to ask me for 5 years or 7 years experience. But at the same time, I was doing my own business. I am a franchise owner. It's been 14 years that I'm doing that. So I just kept doing that. And now I decided to start this training and gain the knowledge to, find a job in information technology. So I'm really excited to start this training, and I hope it helps me, to get a job.
Samira, welcome. That's great. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, who is next?
Hi, this is Patrick. I just want to add to my question. After the completion of this program, will you guys support students like us, maybe for resume building, interview preparations and all that?
Yes, Patrick, absolutely. It's included in our program. As a matter of fact, we continue to support our students for up to 6 months after the graduation. And our students have a choice to repeat the course for free to refresh themselves, right? I mean, with this said, I have to share with you a very little story. We had a husband and wife team, and the husband was studying with us 3 times. He repeated the course 3 times. And unfortunately, he was not successful in finding a job. Finally, his wife decided to take the course. She took it 1 time. 2 weeks after the course, she found a job with $97,000 in salary per year, working from home. I don't know, I mean, perhaps her husband didn't pay enough attention. Perhaps he didn't do the homework. Perhaps he didn't engage enough, So your motivation, your drive, your attention is very important, and your participation is very important. That's why I appreciate that you are asking questions, that you are not sitting silently. You're actively participating. That is very important. Thank you for that. Okay, well, we also have other people, so please introduce yourself and we'll move on to our presentation. We have, please.
I'm Mark.
Please.
I'm an electrician by trade, and I haven't really been on my grind since before the COVID. So when I saw this, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to jump back out there and learn something new. So I'm excited.
Well, thank you so much, Mark, and welcome to the course. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Okay, next. I do believe we have only a few people left who haven't had the chance to introduce themselves. Jerry and Aliolis, or I hope I say the name.
I went first. Jerry went first.
Oh, Jerry went first. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Thank you. Well, in that case, we have only one person, Alioli, right? Or do I say the name right? Otherwise, we're all, Well, if you hear us, please feel free to come on the stage and introduce yourself. Otherwise, we're going to move on with our presentation. Konstantin, please go ahead.
Yes. Okay. So let me introduce you to module 1, guys. Building a career in software testing. We'll be talking a bit about your career opportunities in software testing. And here is the first question I'd like to address to you. And you may type your answers in chat, or you may talk to us by like using your mic. So the question is, what career options in software testing are actually? What can you do as a software tester? Any ideas to share, guys? What options do we have as software testers? What can we do like software testers? What are career options and opportunities are?
I can I answer that one.
Okay, yeah, please go on. Yes, of course.
This is Jason. Software testers, you have several careers. Like I said before, I did a couple courses and did some research on Udemy. You do software automation, you can do SED, software engineering tests. We can do API testing, regression testing, Scrum meetings. There's a lot of fields in quality assurance that we can do. So
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for so much for your answer. Yeah, and I also have an answer in the chat from like probably it's from you, Jerry. Software testing engineer. Yeah, it's absolutely obvious answer, but we have different career paths in software testing. Like there are like non-management career paths within testing discipline and management career paths within testing discipline. And of course, like some IT career path outside testing discipline. Let me explain it to you. So career options on non-management career path with testing are like test analyst, system analyst and quality assurance analyst, user interface and human factor analyst, security tester, information assurance engineer, or we also have readiness tester, test subject matter expert, automation tester we've talked already about, performance tester, and of course, automation test architect. Automation test architects are most experienced guys who know like a lot about coding. They can write automated scripts. They can organize professional career for other testers, what to do, how to like create new code. They probably even like do some development on testing methodology. So that's what automation test architects do. So, and yeah, basically it all starts with test analysts. Like you can perform some simple jobs on like already given test scripts, and that's like the basic testing. Or you may choose your career path on security tester, especially it's required in like in government organization when they're like paying a lot paying a lot of attention to security issues of their products. You can choose your path on user interface and human factor analyst to like identify human behavior, how people are using your product. Is user interface reliable or it has some bugs? Software engineers need to fix. That's what user interface testers do at everyday basis. Larry, do you have something to add like on this non-management
Yes.
career path? Yeah, of course.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I was going to ask our audience if we scare you enough already. So again, it's much easier than it looks, okay? Well, see, Konstantin as a high-level IT professional introduced you to the career options, and it may sound complicated, boring, difficult, everything, right? So let's clarify right here. I mean, we would like to dive into what exactly software testers do, and would you individually be able to do that? That is the question, right? If you have any thoughts about it, please chat or speak up, or ask your questions. But let me just clarify something for you. In order to be a software tester, all you need is attention to the details and common sense. And I'm going to illustrate that for you in just one moment, okay? That's all you really need, because people typically are very scared of information technology. Oh, IT is so difficult. I'm not going to be able to do that because I don't have enough education. I don't have enough experience. I'm not smart enough. I'm not, and mentally people tend to criticize themselves, but keep in mind that over the years, the IT industry became very large, okay? Initially, it was very difficult to get into that industry because it was very narrow, very small, and very complicated. Now it became large, just like medical industry. Let me ask you a question. Do you need to be necessarily a brain surgeon or a heart surgeon to go into the medical field? No, right? Because there are many wonderful ways to enter medical field without even attending a medical school, right? I mean, you can be radiology technician, you can be phlebotomist, you can do the medical billing, so there are very different avenues into that profession, and you can educate yourself while you're working there and step up, and so forth, right? If you want. Same thing with IT. On this course, we're going to show you how to enter software testing and IT industry in a very easy way. Get a very good job of 70, 75K plus at least, and then continue to educate yourself and build on your success and continue to grow. That is the idea behind all of this. Myself included, and Konstantin and any other professional, in IT, we always educate ourselves. It never stops, because IT industry develops, right? I mean, are you going to use your, iPhone or Android phone that you've been using like 5 years ago? Probably not, right? I mean, see how things are developing, and you need to keep up with them. So let me show you what the software testing is about, right? If you know what it's about, feel free to type your questions, but let me just explain to you in a very simplistic terms. I am going to exaggerate a little bit, but the software tester is the first time user of the software. Basically, you're sitting in front of your computer with your mouse and with your keyboard, and you are testing the program that somebody else has written, right? So, and what do? You write reports about that. How do you write reports? Well, we are going to teach you on this course. And let me illustrate with a very simple, yes, thank you. That's wonderful. And, I'm sure you're familiar with this website, right? Tell me, have you shopped at Amazon ever? Guys, I just want to make sure you're not asleep.
I was about to say, is that a trick question?
Yes,
Right,
yeah.
exactly. Okay, well, remember initially, Amazon sold only books and electronics, right? For those who lived in the United States long enough, or was born here, they know that, you know, they sold books and electronics. But then one day they made an announcement that they're going to sell everything under the sun, right? Including toilet paper, right? And it was like announced that at midnight Pacific time in April, by the way, there was a date set and everything else, right? So Konstantin, do you mind type in HP laptop? I'm going to play a tester at Amazon, and my task for tonight is to make sure, my boss gave me a task. Go to Amazon and make sure that when you type HP laptops, then the laptops are coming on the screen. Well, indeed they do. Yes, that's, you know, where are they? Well, Konstantin, do you mind scrolling up? Could you please? Konstantin, could you scroll up?
Yeah, of course. Yes, I will.
Yes,
just like,
please. It looks that instead of, I mean, you see, you were on books, you know, can you change in the search
yeah,
field?
I'm on the laptops. Yeah, I'm here. It's the laptops already. So
no.
yeah.
Can you change books to, you know, everything? No, over here to the left. No, to the left. You see, it says books.
Okay, yeah, I see as the books. Okay, yeah.
Can you put any
department?
Yeah, please. Yeah, okay. You see, we have wonderful HP laptops on the screen. So the software, the web page works as expected. I typed in HP laptops and I got laptops, right? Now, could you please scroll down a little bit? No, a little bit. Stop right here. You see this wonderful laptop that is Amazon's choice. It's for $289. And it says that there are 4 used and new offers right here. See? Yep. Right? So Amazon suggests you to, you know, buy new or used items, and you can choose a refurbished item to save some money. There is nothing wrong with that. Well, guess what? On that particular day, back then, several years ago, when Amazon decided to sell everything aside from electronics and books, people typed in toilet paper and they got the same suggestion to buy either new or used one. Of course, there was a huge backlash on all the media channels and in the newspapers and everything, you know, and people, you know, were very upset about it, and Amazon was very upset about it. Let me show you why that happened, you know, because we're going to play software testers for Amazon right now, right? So this is what happened. This is what happened. Let me just show you. Okay. I'm going to bring on my screen. I'm going to bring on my screen a report that the tester at Amazon was supposed to write. So basically, I mean, again, it's very simplified. I mean, you know, so there was like some kind of a task number, and the task description was, please verify that the disposable items do not display by new or used hyperlink, right? So, and the expected result was no by new or used hyperlink is displayed for any disposable item, right? So, okay. So that was my task. That's what I've got from my boss at Amazon. As a software tester, I was supposed to take my mouse, go on Amazon website on my computer, and verify that the disposable items do not display buy new or used hyperlink, right? So as a good tester, I was supposed to try toilet paper, I don't know, some kind of perishable food items, you know, whatever, right? And verify that the hyperlink doesn't appear there, right? So, and that was the expected result. That's what my boss expected, right? And my job was to write in this column right here. No, I was supposed to record the actual result, right? So, and I guess their testing team didn't do a good job. So, you know, they just, you know, typed in that the buy new or use hyperlink is not displayed for disposable items, and they let it through, and that was wrong. They were supposed to say that there is a buy new or used link that appears, and they were supposed to enclose a screenshot in next to it. You know, that they should have screenshot that and submit it back to the development team to fix it. You know, as you can see, all you need is attention to detail and common sense, right? And of course, the ability to follow the direction, right? Am I oversimplifying right now? Of course I am, you know, because obviously your real life tasks will be, you know, a little bit more complicated, and we are going to teach you, you know, obviously, most likely it won't be the Microsoft Excel, it would be Jira, but the screen will look in a similar manner. Obviously, you're going to have a few more columns and fields. Like with whatever occupation you're going to choose, if you want to be a cosmetologist, if you want to be phlebotomist, if you want to be radiologist or paralegal or whatever, you need to learn certain things in your new profession, right? I mean, certain jargon, certain terminology, certain things. And we're here to teach you that. But in reality, your job is going to be, you know, check and verify, you know, and pay attention to detail, and communicate with your colleagues, communicate with your boss. Make sure that whatever tasks you were given, they were executed in the right manner. You know, see, that's, and amazingly, corporations are paying at least 75K for this particular job, right? I mean, to be attentive to details. Why? Because they don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want to sell used toilet paper to their customers. So that's what this job entails, right? I hope you can see that it's simple enough that a reasonable human being who has been trained would be able to successfully execute and start a career for themselves. Any questions? If there are no questions, please proceed.
Okay, so That's why there are a lot of career options right now. Let me get back to more like technical approach here after like this explanation Larry has given to you. So career options here to test things. It all starts with test analyst. Then you may grow yourself with your expertise, growing to system analyst. You'll be testing systems. It's more than like to test an app. It's to test the whole system of apps. It's background, it's like server components, like what is running on servers, and as well as front end, what users is looking at when using the app. So this what system analysts are doing. And user interface and human factor analyst. Let me repeat it once again. These testers do test user interfaces, what people are actually looking at when they're doing their like everyday routine operations with software, like with the app. To test if used toilet paper can be sold on Amazon is the user interface and human factor analyst job. And of course, security tester to test the system. Is it like possible to break into the system? Can hackers get access to it? Is it secure enough and protected enough? That's what security testers are doing every day. Readiness tester. These guys are looking at the software or at specific system and checking if this system or app is ready for the global market. Is it okay to launch the product as it is? Or probably software engineers need to redevelop something or pay more attention to some details. And of course, other testers like automation testers and performance testers and automation test architects, they're like looking at how system performs with a lot of users. Is it sustainable enough to like handle that user load? Or can we create a script which will automate the process of testing? Because in some tasks related to testing, we need like to do automation. And it will be relatively easy to do it like through the automated script, then like checking everything step by step manually. And automation testers are of course required to have some basic coding skills. And we do teach our students here at Learnix Center how to perform automation tests, how to create automation tests with Python. And when your skills will be like growing, we encourage you to take this module, module 3, and learn the basics and advanced concepts of automation tests as well. So management careers. Test manager or quality assurance manager, director of test or director of quality, vice president of test or vice president of quality. Of course, it's more related like to managerial duties, like managerial. You may choose this track after like being a tester for a while. You can go to managerial and take those responsibilities to organize testers, to organize the whole test system in the organization, or even like to become a vice president of test or vice president of quality for some like large corporation and hold all testing process in your hands. That's what like management careers in testing are. What do you think, Larry?
Konstantin, Konstantin, I think, Samira asked the question, are these career options included in this training? Well, thank you so much for this question. Obviously, we try to train our students in as many opportunities as possible, and each student has their own performance. And yes, the majority of students end up, launching their careers, testing, user interfaces and human factor experiences. Obviously, this is a very easy way to launch your career into software testing. However, we do have different people who have different drive and different motivation. So we do have people who went and started to work as performance testers and even security testers, right? So it depends on the individual. Obviously, the majority of students, they've never been exposed to IT in their life. This is very new to them. So for them, the obvious choice is to concentrate on user interface and human factor, testing. So that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what the start position probably for most of you who have no experience on IT field will be, like to test user interfaces and to see how they work. But of course, IT field is developing, the whole IT industry is developing fast. And like Larry mentioned before, it has other options and other career options and opportunities. And IT career paths outside of testing discipline may include like software developer. You may do automation testing with us on Python, and then you will reveal software development skills, and you might consider, okay, I'm quite good with like writing code, and I can go to software development. I can do Python, I will learn Swift, I will learn Java, C#, whatever. And that is like one of career paths that can be like lined for you with us as well. So, or you may like reveal your managerial skills, and you may handle like more complex projects in our internship program. By spending some time in our internship training, you may find yourself like, okay, I'm quite good in organizing other people. So I can do like project management in IT, and that is another option for you. Or you probably can do technical writer. You have good English skills. You can like learn technical English, and you can do technical writing. And that's another option for you to document things, like to make the whole documentation for a single app or for large systems, or even like to document some testing manuals for testers to use. That's another option for you. As well as business analyst or requirement analyst. We'll talk about like requirements later on, and you'll understand what requirements for testing are. And a requirement manager, it's like a combination of requirement analyst and a good like managerial skills. So these are other career options for you here, outside of just testing discipline. And any testing role, you know, testing roles can easily be extended to other IT careers. That's what we all do. We like study, we Google things, we grow our expertise, and we like switch path. That's what every IT professional does throughout the career path, throughout the life. Am I right, Larry?
If I may add, I do have students who initially tell me, well, I'm not technical, I'm afraid of coding, I'm afraid of this. And then they go through the course and their attitude changes. They discover that actually they are technical and they like technical things and they like coding and everything. It just they never tried, right? Or maybe they were not shown in the right way, you know, they haven't been exposed to it. So, and suddenly they change to software developer or technical writer or business analyst, whatever. So there are a variety of opportunities for you to develop yourself after this course. And some people, for example, who feel less technical, they may go, and I've seen those, they went and become business analysts. You know who business analysts are? It's a liaison between the non-technical customer and technical team who is actually creating an app or the website or some kind of a software, right? So basically what does business analyst? They go to the non-technical customer, they listen carefully how they would like to, you know, their software to be designed. Well, I would like blue buttons, I would like, you know, green background, you know, this, that. So the business analyst writes this down, makes a presentation, goes back to the technical team, you know, finalizes that. The technical team tells business analyst, well, you cannot do this for this reason. You cannot, you know, have the button right here, but you can move it right here. And then the business analyst goes back to the non-technical customer and so forth, right? It's iterations, right? So, and it's perfect for people who even, you know, down the road still feel less technical about themselves. But again, you may discover that you're much more technical than you think. So don't judge yourself too harshly, right? And we have a wonderful question from Jemedith. On the job market, most of the testing positions require security clearances. Does the school help with this at all? Well, you know, I mean, aside from this school, I have my IT business and we do process security clearances. So let me share that with you. No school can grant you a security clearance. That's not what schools do. Whether it's Harvard or Stanford or no known school, nobody is going to give you a security clearance. I mean, schools are not allowed to do that. The employer, the one who hires you, they will sponsor you for the security clearance once you apply for the job. Even though the job advertisement may say that you better already have it, they are going to consider people without the security clearances anyway, because there is a shortage of people with security clearances. So basically, many of our students applied and successfully received security clearances, and how do I know? Because they come, you know, they list us as one of the references, and you know, the government is calling us on that. So that's not a problem. But nevertheless, it's a wonderful career opportunity, and we're happy for our students, whether they're going to be strictly within the field of the software testing and quality assurance, or whether they branch out into different things. We are happy for you anyway. We are here to facilitate your success. I had many students throughout the years, and they indeed branched out sometimes, and it's great. I mean, whatever opportunity, whatever path you're taking, it's wonderful. So please continue.
Constantine,
Yes.
can I just have one
Yeah.
second? I'm sorry. I came up with a good analogy while I was listening to both of you talk. And the people that have a background in IT will understand this concept. It's more for my new people. What we're teaching you is we're planting the seed. And that seed in foundations is going to root. And as you start to work in the testing field, you'll be introduced to all different aspects of testing. You'll be dealing with security, you'll be dealing with different groups. And then you will see those branches. As that tree begins to grow, those branches are going to spread out. You're going to have more activity, more space. You're going to stretch out more, and you're going to develop, maybe a bunch of different things, or you're going to develop into a serious area where you decide you want to be, whatever that is. But that fundamental of us planting the root and the seed and getting you started in the IT industry is where we're coming from.
Yeah, and I personally encourage you to get certifications, to get security clearances as well, to get yourself certified and every skill you might have. That not like just for your LinkedIn profile to get certification. It's more for your salaries, because it is quite typical today to have testers and who earn more than software developers or programmers. We'll explain it later on to you why it is so when we'll be talking more about software development lifecycle. But for now, like, take it for granted from me that, yeah, testers can earn even bigger salaries than developers. And if you got yourself certified, if you get yourself a security clearance, you can have 6 figures easily from start. You have your certificate, you're certified, and now you have 6-figure salaries. That's typical for the industry. And there are a lot of options for you to get certified. We'll talk about that later on, our next modules, of course. And through your certification, through your career path, you may grow up to managerial and high-level positions in corporations, or you may become the project manager or vice president for testing, or quality assurance director. And that guys are get exclusive salaries with bonuses. So that's they're skyrocket, sky is the limit. And your salaries may be skyrocketing in the industry, and it's all up to you. If you pay attention in our course, if you get yourself certified, and we will help you with that, you may be secured in the industry, as even if the user interface testers can earn quite a lot. I know, and Larry may give a few examples.
Well, many of our students who started back, 12 years ago, I mean, we've been doing that for 12 years, so we have lots of experience. Many of our students grew up into executive positions, C-level positions already. And guess what? It's very good for our school because, well, they hire our graduates and they really like it. Konstantin, may I ask you to, press that wonderful green button on your screen so that, the slide takes the entire screen. I mean, yeah. That I think would be a little bit bigger. I don't know. I mean, doesn't look bigger, but that's okay. I hope everyone see the slides. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, much better.
Okay.
Wonderful. All right, please continue.
Yeah. So to get all that salaries and to get yourself certified, first of all, we need like to start thinking like a tester. And what, guys, do you think is that? I mean, what it is to think like a tester? And so I'm addressing to you. Would you mind giving me like some ideas, some thought of what is like to think like a tester? Who's brave enough to share ideas? Oh, probably we need like some recess time, or we may like finish the lesson a bit earlier today.
No,
What do
we
you think?
we can take a little break if people feel like they need to refresh, or we can just cover think like a tester and tester skill set perhaps, and then let me give you a little story. Testers, they think in steps. Remember, I showed you this wonderful step-by-step report, for Amazon. It has multiple steps, right? As a matter of fact, you as a human being already think in steps. You're already a tester. Let me illustrate with a very easy example. Say you would like to purchase a birthday cake for your friend, right? Well, your friend has a birthday and you would like to get a nice cake, right? Mentally, you're going through a series of steps, right? I mean, it's just like you need to open your computer, you need to go on Google, you need to put the bakery near me, you need to find the office hours and so forth, right? Then you come to the bakery, you give them a very specific directions, again, step by step. I would like a chocolate cake, I would like a round cake, I'd like happy birthday written on it, happy birthday John or Mary or whatever the name of your friend is, right? And then when you come back, let me ask you, what do? You just throw money at them, grab the box and go away? Probably not. Again, in steps, you say, well, please open the box. Step one. Step two, you check whether it's chocolate or not, because your friend likes a chocolate cake, right? Then you check, does it say happy birthday or does it say happy new year, right? And then you check the name. And only after you make all those checks, then you pay the money, right? So that's how testers think. They follow in little steps, right? And they have technical thinking, creative thinking, critical thinking, and practical thinking. And we're going to cover that. Konstantin is going to discuss that, and then we can go on a little break, or we can finish earlier tonight. If you worn out by now, we'll discuss it after this section, okay?
So yeah, let's talk a bit about technical thinking. What is technical thinking? It's basically the ability to model technology and understand causes and effects. In simple words, it's like an ability to understand how things work from a technological perspective. And here is just one example. Ability to predict system behavior based on technical facts and tools. Like if you are approaching a microwave oven and see all those buttons, indicators, if I'm like press the 30 seconds button, the microwave in my kitchen will probably start heating the meal for 30 seconds, right? That's the ability to predict system behavior based on technical facts and tools. And that's what technical thinking is. Creative thinking. It is the ability to generate ideas and see possibilities. it's like a wide field. Everyone can be creative, you know. And Larry just gave you a wonderful example of the cake. But you know, if we're talking about software testing, there may be many different ways to test a software feature. Like we can test the button, like simply pushing on it, or we may look into the source code of this button, or we may like combine both. And we may choose different approaches on testing. If we are testing code, it can be like an automated testing. So it's like basically a creative way of solving technical tasks. And of course, its ability to see what is not obvious and out of the box thinking. How can I perform this task differently? Think differently is the key to creative thinking. And we will be encouraging this thinking in you later on in our course as well. We will be giving you a lot of hands-on sessions to develop this very important skill for testers. And even like the simplest examples will be given to you are designed to boost your creativity and creative thinking abilities as well. Critical thinking. Critical thinking is the ability to evaluate ideas and make conclusions based on evidence and reasoning. Like brief example, an ability to detect what is relevant and eliminate irrelevant titles from a web page. Or like another example, you was given a task to test the form where people are like inputting their age, and you need to test that. And probably some like basic tester will start testing from age 0 to age like 999, because it's probably the last digit, the last number can be inputted into that field of the form. But you know, critical thinking will help you to realize that no one lives, if you're not an oak tree, no one like a human being, no human being lives for like 999 ages, yeah? So basically we need like to test a short range of, for example, say 120 years, and that will be like efficient and sufficient to perform the testing. And definitely it will save your time. That's why critical thinking ability is very important ability to not just evaluate ideas, but like to work efficiently as software tester. And now this is related to practical thinking. It implies the ability to relate ideas into practice. And that form, that example with forms, is also applicable here. Here is another example to determine the feasibility of running X number of tests cases for a given timeline. We can like run the whole amount of age, year input tests and age, human age tests from a range from 0 to 999, but that's like is an efficient solution. We can stick to like some basic ranges from 0 to 120. So that's basically the idea what it is to think like a tester. Any questions on this part, guys? I'll be happy to answer to them. you might feel free to type it into the chat, or you may like ask it directly using your mic. Turn on your camera and ask your questions, because we are now, you see, we're now starting to cover more advanced material, even when we are talking about some basic things. And I want to ensure that you understand what we are discussing right now correctly, and that you're getting everything right, because it's like the basics, but this basic material is important to build your future careers in software testing. So raise your hands, ask your questions, type them into chat. Of course, I can see we're like for almost 2.5 hours without any break, and you probably are a bit tired and you need to refresh yourselves. But let us like talk a bit more about this think like a tester stuff. Oh, how can we raise hand? Rika, there is a button in your Zoom session, and you can like go there to that menu, which is like shown on the screen, and there are reactions button there, and you may click on that and they will like raise hand. Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys for helping Rika. Let's talk a bit about skill set of testers. And skill set can be broken down into two main categories. Category one is soft skills. It's like interpersonal, how we are known, also known as people skills, which are personal attributes that enhance an individual's interactions, job performance, and career prospects. For example, communication skills, empathy, your ability to talk to people, like it's communication skills, right? Or your ability to feel other people, to understand their needs, that's empathy. To respect other people, to boost like and to form a good and healthy environment at your workplace. That's why soft skills are very important for every professional, including software tester. And there are hard skills, technical skills or occupational skills required to perform a certain type of occupational task or activity. For example, like typing or knowing Jira software, where software is like managed, the whole life cycle of software development is managed with Jira, or other related products. There are plenty to choose from, and different companies are choosing, like someone is choosing Jira for that, someone is choosing other software, but we are with Jira, and you'll be learning how to work with this software, and you'll be gaining your hard technical skills with this software, and we'll be giving you other skills related to hard skills, like Python, basics of Python, and of course spreadsheets, emails, or even some basic stuff like ability to Google things. That all will be explained to you later on in our course. Analytical skills. Ability to break up a large software solution into smaller units to gain better understanding. This skill is also called decomposition. especially when we're testing some large products or even like some simple user interface. It is not that simple as it appears. Even the simplest user interface has different components, and your ability to decompose that, to break that down into smaller pieces and to test each of them step by step is required for a good tester. Communication skills. You're not testing product for yourself, you're testing that for developers as well. So that's why your verbal and written skills are also a must. Your ability to work with project members, project managers, software developers from different level of the project is also a must. You need to communicate with people efficiently. You need to you need to tell them, you need to bring them bad news without like becoming an enemy. Because software engineers are doing their job, they're investing their skills, their time, and they want their product to be like without any bugs. And your job is to find bugs, So your ability to find those bugs and bring them to developers back without causing like some bad reactions is where your communication skills are basically required. And of course, if it like brings it conflict, you need to develop and reveal your conflict resolution skills. Conflicts will occur, definitely. That's what is unfortunately happening. And your ability to keep them from becoming confrontations is a perfect skill to add to testers' skills. An ability to end the workplace conflict peacefully and fairly. That's also what should be included and put to your plate. Workload management. Ability to efficiently manage tasks, show high work productivity rate, and ability to prioritize and multitask. Your job as a tester is to question, to criticize, and sometimes to bring bad news about work other people do. That's what I mentioned before, and let me repeat it once again. This is where your software skills are applicable. You need to practice diplomacy, look for win-win situations, be passionate and enthusiastic about testing, have a positive work attitude, willingness to learn and improve your skills. Because without this skill set, you probably might be a good tester, you can do like good technical part of your job, but you won't be a successful tester because you won't be able to bring even bad news to people with a smile, So practice your soft skills as well, and we'll be helping you to do that. And when we're talking about technical skills, they can be broken down into two main categories. It's like general technical skills, proficiency in productivity tools such as Microsoft Excel, Word, OneNote, Project, etc., or like to Google G Suite, like Google Docs, or Apple stuff like Pages, Numbers, and Keynote. That's like general technical skills. And there are testing specific technical skills. We've mentioned Selenium today, or there is like other software used for test, testers are using to test and put their input into like Jira, Your ability to use and learn these tools is important part to build your testing specific technical skills. Your ability to quickly learn and the application itself under the test, which you'll be testing, and ability to apply testing techniques and principles. It's also an important part of the job. To learn constantly, not like just practicing your soft skills, but to learn and enhance your specific technical skills as well. Because there are a lot of products appearing on the market, a lot of automation tools appearing on the market, new versions of Jira, even new versions of Jira appear on the market like almost once a month or so. And they have some minor changes, but they have changes in it, and you need to adapt yourself to that changes. Some probably like less interface changes. That's what important thing to keep in mind, to constantly grow your expertise, to Google things, to improve yourself, and we will be helping you to grow that, to build that like basic skill set, no matter if it is technical skills or soft skills. And so Learnix instructors will help you to grow that. Larry, do you want to add something?
Yes, absolutely. Since we have such a wonderful group tonight, we've been going through the material quickly. So I suggest that we wrap up early. Of course, we would like to do the questions and answers section right now. However, before we jump there, as a last piece of the presentation, I would like to remind everyone that software testing is the #1 happiest job in America. And it's not me saying so, it's actually Forbes magazine. I do believe that I posted the link for you. Just a moment, let me just share my screen. You see my screen, right? And I'm going to go here. See, Forbes magazine, I hope you see my screen well. For the Forbes magazine, they did the research back in 2012, I do believe, when they interviewed people and do the sociological research, and they found out that software testers is the #1 happiest job in America. And it should be, because basically all day long you are sitting there and you're identifying and reporting mistakes, errors that somebody else has made, and you report them, and you don't have to fix those mistakes yourself or errors. You just identify and report. So of course this job is very well paid and the happiest one. So I encourage you to read this article and this sociological research. It says the happiest job of all isn't kindergarten teacher or a dentist. It's a software quality assurance engineer. And everything we showed for you tonight requires common sense and attention to details. And all you are doing is identifying and reporting somebody else's bugs, defects, errors. And that's what it boils down to. So is it going to get a little bit more complicated than what we've discussed tonight? Yes, a little bit, but not much. So don't be afraid, don't be hesitant. You'll do great on this course. You'll become great IT professionals if you just stay on this path and you go with that. With this, I would like to finish the presentation for tonight and start taking your questions, feedback, comments. Should we go a little bit slower? Do you understand everything? Do we need to be more detailed, more explanations? How would you like to do that?
I have a quick question in regards to the remote. So is the job like, let's say if you work for a company, can you work like in different countries, like, you know, taking your laptop, or does that depends on the company?
Great
Yeah, amazing question.
Jerry.
Great question. Yeah, thank you so much. Of course, yeah, we do work remotely. IT industry has adopted to remote jobs like after COVID, during the COVID, like, and now we are like working remotely most of the times. Now you see, we are teaching you software testing remotely. I'm like in California. Larry, where are you right now?
Well, today I'm in Arizona, but normally I'm in Washington, D.C. area or Florida. Jason is in New York. So we are an, you know, pretty diverse company, and we do have support administrative team located in on different continents, in different locations. Obviously, we deliberately employ people from Ukraine, you know, to help the refugees and everything else. So we do that as well. However, to answer your question, Jerry, it depends on the company. I have clients who allow their employees to work remotely from anywhere in the world, providing that they have a good internet access, and they can work different time zones, of course, right? However, there are companies that do not allow that, and I have such clients too. So their laptops that they issue you are not going to work outside of the United States. Any attempts to set up VPNs actually eventually will be discovered, and you will be fired, you know. So there are companies who are going to, if they catch you in another country, well, they're going to downgrade your pay. You are not going to get an American salary, you're going to get a local salary. So if you move to Mexico or Belize or Caribbean islands, well, you're going to get downgraded in your pay. So it's up to you to take this risk. I mean, normally the company that hired you, they disclose their policy on working remotely, so you will know that upfront. Does it
But the
answer your
general
question?
trend, yeah, but the general trend is like, yeah, a lot of remote positions are now opening, I mean, appearing on the market. So yeah, most of companies are like welcoming remote, encouraging to work remotely from home, because, you know, they're saving money. No one needs like to build new office buildings to accommodate, I mean, all the new employees. So yeah, your home is your office, and you like paying all the expenses related to that. Yeah, and of course, yeah, Larry absolutely is absolutely right when he talks about like working from different countries. But you know, yeah, the downgrade payment. There is a good options like to move to Alaska and get local benefits from working from there. You know, so it's up to you. I mean, like to choose where you can be, where you will be working. And yeah, in general, many companies are encouraging people to work from their homes remotely. And even like some security related tests can be performed from home, and the company know what to do with that, like they're encrypting hard drives, creating like specific VPNs to this that. So yeah, even this security testers can work remotely.
Jason wanted to ask a question.
You know what? 30 seconds after I thought of the question, I waited and it just went out of my head. It's been a long day.
That's fine. That's fine.
Jemdith has a question.
Yeah, Jemedith, please.
Hi, yeah, so I just wanted to know for the Zoom classes, will they be recorded that we can go back and reference?
Yes, and you should ask that question to Jason.
Yes, every morning, we wait till the recordings have to be processed by Zoom. They're available to us in the morning. So usually by 9 to 10 o'clock the next morning, you have a recording to the class. Partially what I was going to say, I remember just a portion of it because of your question. I do like to reiterate the importance of being in that live environment classroom. It's great to have the recordings for review. It's even greater to have them when you've been ill or, you know, life happens. We understand that. But the importance of having that instant question and answer can save a lot of time sometimes. We're all very responsive, but our instructors do work in the industry during the day. So you might be looking at a 6-hour turnaround time for emails, stuff like that. So that can really hinder your ability to, you know, get on top of things fast. So I always stress the importance of, you know, being in that classroom if at all possible, but we do understand that things happen.
Yeah, and I encourage you guys to ask your questions during our class time because it saves a lot of time, and I will be able to answer, to address your question directly. You may ask additional questions if you haven't got something right from the first attempt. That's okay. And don't be shy. Raise your hands, ask your questions. We encourage not just curiosity, but discussion in our classes. So please do. We love you to be active, you know, guys. We love, this group is amazing. You asked a lot of questions. You told us a lot about yourselves, obviously, but we want you to be more active. So let's grow that skill in us all together during our next classes as well.
Yes, and we have another question. I'm sorry, Jason, you will be next. You know, right now we have a question from Aliolis. They were first to raise a hand. Please go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, hello. Yes, hello.
Hi, my name is Aliu. Sorry.
Aliu.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to present myself earlier. I live in Colorado, Denver, Colorado. So I've been living here for 20 years, but I'm originally from Senegal, West Africa. And my background in retail and real estate. So I'm doing both basically right now. So I'm just interested in getting into IT. And now I saw this online multiple times. So I kind of make up my mind and just give it a chance and see.
Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, thank you for introducing yourself too.
Wonderful. All right.
Well, thank you, Leo. And Jason has a question.
Jason Chambers, yes.
Yes, I got a question. On the ISTQB syllabus, are you guys doing the 2018 syllabus or the newer syllabus about to come out? And how is the preparation for that certification? You walk us through all the steps that you require for ISTQB?
Well, thank you for that question. Yes, you would be able to discuss it in very much details with the instructor who is handling that portion of the course. I do believe that we are using the latest materials, ISTQB materials. So, I'm proud to say that out of the students who dared to venture out and take the ISTQB exam, only one so far failed, everybody else passed. So, I mean, the course is very well structured and you are going to get well prepared for ISTQB, providing that you pay attention to it, of course.
You'll also have access to pre-tests, things of that nature that are provided to you as well for your own testing, checking purposes and following through. Those are all things that we provide you in the class as well.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Any other questions?
Oh, all right. So it was an amazing evening, guys. It was a pleasure meeting you all. Hope you are inspired and ready to continue your lessons and you like our program. So I hope to see you next lesson. Jason will send you all the recordings, and Larry, I hope you'll be joining, because sometimes I'm more to technical stuff and you like keeping me back, bringing me back to common grounds, So I hope, I hope we'll see each other. All 19 of us will gather together for our next lesson. And so see you soon. Thank you and have a wonderful night.
Everyone, I put my information into the chat several times. There's my email, phone number, as well as a link to my appointment calendar. If you need to reach out with me, I know I have a few people that we still need to finalize things with tomorrow, so feel free to schedule an appointment. And if you're working with Cyril or Julia, you can feel free to reach out to them too tomorrow as well. They'll also be following up. You guys did great. There were no complaints, no breaks. You guys hung in there. So, you should all be very proud of yourselves tonight. And I appreciate all of you showing up and giving us your time.
Well, thank you so much, everyone. It's a wonderful group. It was a privilege to teach you tonight. And I'm going to be joining Konstantin next time as well. Konstantin is a high-level IT professional. So I'm trying to sort of simplify things for the sake of people who never had prior experience and sort of bring it down to earth. So, and I think together we're doing, we're doing it in a very much harmony. And I hope you enjoy it. Your comments are always welcome. And, please feel free to reach out to us. I put my contact information there as well. And have a wonderful evening.
Okay, bye, everybody. Good night.
Bye-bye.